Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is once again the new Supply Depot map, and this is a Gundam Pixie. I did this round like the first day the Supply Depot came out, the first evening, and there was a, I forget what cost this is. I want to say 450 or 500, and I noticed that. Yeah, it was 450, and I noticed that despite it being 450, nobody was bringing out the Isaac. So I thought, hey, that's an opportunity, and decided I'd pull the Pixie out while there was still time. And yeah, so I am just skulking around in the dark here, waiting for a good place to be and a good angle to attack from. I think that's going to involve going this way, perhaps. Again, I haven't been in these tunnels in like 5 years, so I don't remember the exact layout. But yeah, this map got a little bit wider. You can get behind some of the buildings you couldn't get behind in GBO1. And that is pretty much the extent of the changes. It is mostly unchanged. I forget what I called it at the time. It might have been supply base. It might have been some underground base I might have gone with, because I just called the Jaburo map Jaburo. But it is... I have some GBO1 videos up of this, and... if you want to compare, there it is out there. I'll have to see if I can find a decent one to link to. And found a gotcha that was not particularly defended. Was waiting for someone who was not really words. Rob, come on. Not really with anybody else on their team. Who was isolated. The word is isolated. Thank you. And managed to do some decent damage to them, drop back down. And now I am going to go right up on that Mudrock, who did notice me, which is why I delayed on my swing, because I wanted to give them an opportunity to counter tackle. They did not choose to do so, and that's fine, because they are now dead. And here's a Black Rider, who is also doing the stealth thing, but I was ready for the heat rod to come out, and they are dead, so yeah. And there is I think it's either Gym, yeah, it's a Gym Dominance. And also they have a gun tank, an assault gun tank, so if I live, that's a great target for me, especially since it is now caught in support fire. So yeah, even if they kill me, I'm getting those points. Yeah, it tried to transform and run away, it exploded instead, and then so did I. But yeah, if you can get in around where you don't think an Isaac's going to be there, it's worth taking a Pixie or an Efreet Noct or one of those out. I really feel like there needs to be some kind of countermeasure for the spot effect, because it really does do the Pixie tremendous harm, which it's kind of the point, but Isaacs are just so prevalent that it's really kind of hard to get a chance to Pixie. But the trick with doing just a countermeasure to it, of course, is that you get into the whole just escalation thing, and some games don't handle that very well. For example, in Fate Grand Order, there are just like 3 different tiers at this point of damage cancellation. In the Japanese version, there is Evade, which can be cancelled by True Hit. There is Invincible, which True Hit doesn't affect, but Ignore Invincible does. And I forget what the new one is called in English. I think it's something like Break, which is basically Ignore Invincible. So yeah, there's just it can become an arms race, and kind of. I remember playing, I think it was the Decipher Star Wars trading card game, where there were cards specifically to counter other cards, and it just like got to really just a weird place. And I don't feel like GBO2 needs that, but at the same time, just I feel like some of the stealth suits could use like some kind of like spot resistance, not like totally removed from spotting, but it wears off faster. I think that might be a good thing for stealth mobile suits to have, just so that the Isaac doesn't make them totally useless. That might be a good way to handle it without also making the Isaac totally useless. But also would make the people more likely to use the spots on the Ewak Jagan, because it would it would, it has like 3 different spots, so if you can get a hold of a stealth suit, you can just keep it in the limelight for a good while. But more on the EWAC Jagan soon, because I did get it, and I finally got a decent round with it, which I think is, if it's not coming up tomorrow, it's coming up soon. I don't know what order I'm going to run these things in. I do take the notions, so I might well just stop. Or, no, I'm not going to stop. I might just change it. Yeah, I might just stop. Just like, I posted every day since this game came out. I might just decide to skip it one day. No, probably not. Really, probably not. Especially, since, the algorithm. Oh, the algorithm. But, so far, we are doing pretty well. 10,235 to 6,400. So, yeah, we've got a 4,000 point lead. Good place to be in with 2 minutes remaining. And I'm naturally going to jump back in and see who else I can stab here. So far, I've mostly gotten the supports in the Black Rider. I did okay against the Gotcha when I encountered it, but not going to happen every time, of course. I saw somebody over here ordering support fire and decided to come over. Trying to find them now and totally failed at that. They probably ran for the hills when they saw the first grenade. I would. But now I've got a Gym 3 here. I think it's the Gym 3 powered, but also the assault gun tank decided to come and visit. So I don't really want to approach all 3 of those at once. I'd love to get at the assault gun tank, but yeah, I just don't. The Gym 3, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a Gym 3 powered. The double sabers kind of suggest that as well, though it could also be a Gym 3 close combat. Not sure on that. But basically waiting for a support to get isolated, which it has done. Managed to get its shield on the way down, which was enough to knock it on its face. Got a shot in on its feet, which is, basically ideal. And now we just, we bait out a tackle, which we've done, and it is as good as dead. Dead. Yep, there we go, and there is that Gym, which is probably going to be able to finish me. Given the amount of damage I just took, I'm going to say probably Gym 3 powered, but we'll see. Because that was a pretty significant tackle. And yes, it was. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Gym 3 powered's a fun mobile suit. And yeah, I'm not surprised it was able to take me out with a tackle like that. We've got a 5,000 point lead now, but they managed to come up a couple thousand points, so good for them. And got about 10 seconds left to find something to stab, so that is, of course, the goal. And there's the assault gun tank, so hey, guess what? Or I'll go for the thing at the back of the class, since that will give me more time to actually not get countered while I'm fighting. Did not have time to kill the assault gun tank, though, so that is the round. And I think it was a pretty good one, so I'm happy with it. And like I said, it was good to take the Pixie out without getting Isaac'd, so 3,400 out of our 13,800 points, 81,000 damage. Our Zoc made up the rest, 7 kills and 4 deaths, which, given that I built this entirely for damage, and it's not, or did I put armor on this one? I don't remember. But that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! Actually, looking back, no, I didn't build this for damage. I built this for defense. I've got level 4 ballistic defense, level 4 melee defense, level 2 thruster capacity, level 1 reloader, and level 1 melee. So that puts the ballistic at 29, the melee at 37, beam's still at the default of 12. I need to run this through the hangar sometime too. And yeah, so not bad. If I remember, I will put the screen grab I took of the equipment set out up for this, but don't expect me to make a habit of it. My brain is Swiss cheese.